project, Foreverglades, about 5 years ago. I moved to Belle Glade. I spent about 5 years living in downtown Belle Glade, photographing the area and telling this history in a contemporary context. So meeting with pioneers and finding a way to show like the history in a way that makes sense today. I knew from the beginning that I started my project that I wanted to bring the Glades to West Palm Beach. They're very intertwined historically, and I wanted to bring the stories of the Glades and bring this connection. Steamboats were like the trucks of the time. So you can think of like the canals as like the highways, and this is how they would transport the goods. And so a freight boat was it was a work boat, nothing fancy, but this specific boat just had this really rugged feeling of having lived many different decades, which it did, transformed many different times, and it was the last boat to really operate on the lake. So I thought it'd be incredible to reproduce a replica of this boat. One of my big inspirations for these books I found from written around in the 60s by a man named Lawrence E. Will, who's the local historian. One of the books that he published was Okeechobee Boats and Skippers. And he talks about the history of steamboating and how kind of Lake Okeechobee here in South Florida, as it relates to us, was one of the last areas where these boats existed. I really want this, I really would like everybody in South Florida to get the chance to even physically just see the installation from outside. It's a pretty powerful piece, I believe, and one that would give a really good sense of what we came from and our identity. So I think it's something that I would have, and when I was young, wanted to see.